Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chris Casalino, the co founder and head of services at Uptown Creation, a B2B business development and lead generation company that specializes in LinkedIn. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, I wanted to talk about the top 5 mistakes that people make when using LinkedIn. Even though they think that they're doing things right, they're actually doing it vastly wrong. And that's because of just wrong information that exists out there when you do a quick Google search that's just outdated. It's people, using LinkedIn like a resume still, or using LinkedIn as a passive way to generate leads rather than an active way. So we're going to be talking about the top 5 ways that people are doing things wrong, and then go into how you should actually be doing it. If you find value in this video at all, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. So let's jump right in. So, number one is going to be people using LinkedIn as kind of a landing page or SEO. And so, what I mean by that is sometimes you'll see people who will recommend that you make your headline be, I help X type of person do Y and Z. So, you know, I help small to medium businesses generate leads using LinkedIn. Now, the problem with this is that it's built so when people do a Google search or do a search on LinkedIn, you might have the chance of popping up, but it really, really turns off anybody that you're going to be trying to connect with or build an authentic relationship. So that type of strategy is great if you don't plan on using LinkedIn at all and you just want to let it sit there and maybe have the chance of bringing in leads. But if you actually want to use LinkedIn the right way, which is what we're going to be talking about on this channel entirely, you're going to want to stay away from anything that is overtly pitchy and kind of makes yourself appear salesy, for lack of a better term. So, what you're going to want to do, actually, first, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you some examples of what I'm talking about. So, I have some people who've connected with me, and you can see right here, helping busy founders scale their sales team. If I get a connection request from that person, I know that they're going to try to sell me something. And then they go ahead and add a connection request message, doing kind of all the bad things and using the dirty words, as I call them, which I'll go into later. Some other examples similar to that one is going to be, let's see where I can find one. So even, pay for performance booked sales calls. So again, just another example of kind of a sales pitch rather than a headline of what you do. Another one, boost your e-commerce profit with Amazon and NetSuite. So what you should be doing is doing something more similar to my LinkedIn profile. So you can go and search Chris Casalino. You'll know it's the right one because it'll have the farm D after it. But the way that I've structured my headline is less SEO and more trying to make it unique. So when people come to my profile, they don't see it as a resume, but they see it as a unique person. So I have pharmacist, co-founder, guerrilla marketer, LinkedIn lead generation, and then I even throw my personality type, which is ENTP, in there. So something that LinkedIn's been preaching for the last couple of years is to make your profile be more personalized to you. Gone are the days where LinkedIn is the job search, resume building website. It's evolved into much more than that. So the old practices don't really hold true anymore. And you want to kind of update your strategy to be more with the times. So make sure that you have a good profile picture and make sure that your headline is something unique to you and not just what you do as a business and what you help people do, but really, your title, the who you are, the what you do, and why it matters, but the what you do in a way that isn't overtly salesy. And then throw in something that, is unique to you. Maybe you love dogs. Maybe your personality type is really unique. Do something on that level. Like I said, if you get any value throughout this video, please consider giving a like to this video because that helps us out a lot. So number 2, without further ado, the next biggest mistake that people make is not connecting with new people. So, some people have the opinion that they get all these connection requests that they don't want, and they see all the spam and nonsense that goes on LinkedIn, and they don't want to be viewed as that. So I'm going to show you how to not be viewed as that, but still be able to make new connections. So you can send, anywhere from 150 to 250 connection requests each and every week to people. Now, once that week is gone, you can't make up for those lost connection requests, so to speak. So every week that goes by that you're not connecting with new people and building your audience is kind of missed time. What I like to say is it's the rate limiting step of LinkedIn is building your profile. That's the thing that you can only do so quickly. So getting a start on that sooner rather than later is always going to be good. Even if you have no intentions of reaching out to those people, you just want to build up your network and let them sit for the future when you do want to actually, say something to them or talk to them. So what I would recommend doing is trying to shoot for sending out, anywhere from 100 to 200 connection requests each and every week. And, you can do this in kind of batches of 50, batches of 75, just to make sure that you get it done. But you're going to want to do it with the types of people that, one, would interact with any type of content that you post in the future. And two, anybody that, is going to support what you're doing. So for example, I'm a pharmacist, so I connect with as many pharmacists and healthcare professionals as I can. Even though I'm not trying to sell anything to them, it makes it so when I make a post that's about healthcare or even not about healthcare, these people support me and it just helps the algorithm show the content to more people. So what you're going to want to do is search for people that are similar to your title or are that perfect archetype that you'd want to sell to at some point in the future, and send anywhere from 100 to 200 connection requests each and every week. Now, here's the most important part. You're not going to send a connection request message, which might sound counterintuitive to what you believe, but believe it or not, more often than not, when you see a connection request message, it's being sent out by a bot and it's saying kind of those dirty words. It's saying, hi, Chris, I'd love to connect, add you to my network. All of those words are going to be major turnoffs to anybody that's connecting with you because they're used to connecting with the people that do that type of thing and instantly being pitched. So more often than not, people are going to hit ignore rather than accept. Whereas the more natural thing is to not send a message at all. And then people will look at your headline, your name, your profile picture, maybe click into your profile and then accept based on that. And that's one of the reasons why your headline is so important, because that's going to be kind of your first impression that determines whether people accept that connection request or not. Now, something that we're able to provide to people by being a LinkedIn affiliate partner is a 60-day free trial of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So that link is in the description below, and I strongly encourage you to use it if you've never tried out LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I'll show in my other videos kind of ways that you can organize everything, but LinkedIn Sales Navigator is really great for getting really refined targeting while also making sure that you're able to keep track of new connections you're bringing in. So number 3 is being too picky on the platform. And so what I mean by that is trying to put out a persona that you feel is the right way of doing things. So whether that's not posting content or not sending connection requests or not engaging with other people's content because you don't know how that's going to look, I'd strongly encourage you to be less picky when you're doing actions on LinkedIn and set goals that you know are attainable and just try to stick with those. So what I would recommend doing is, fixing that headline, making sure you have a good profile picture, using LinkedIn Sales Navigator if you've never used it before, and then, as I mentioned in the last tip, making sure to connect with anywhere from 100 to 200 people each and every week. Number four is not posting content. So content is a really difficult thing for people that have never done it before, and I empathize for that entirely. So what I would recommend when you're first getting into it is make commentary on posts that have already been made. So whether that's resharing somebody else's post and adding a little blurb at the top, or finding an article that you saw that really inspired you, and then you want to share either that article or just a little snippet from it. And then adding your 2 cents, couple paragraphs, couple sentences to add on top of that. So that's a really easy way that you don't even have to make unique content, but that's going to do a lot of things. It's going to, for one, make your profile more active on LinkedIn and allow the LinkedIn algorithm to show your profile to more people. It's also going to make it so when you connect with new people, now they know that you're actually a real human being and not just a robot that isn't using the platform. And the last thing that it's going to do is kind of act like a billboard. So when you're showing up in somebody's feed, they're seeing your name, your profile picture, and your headline, which again is why those things are so important, because they follow you with every interaction that you take on LinkedIn. But having that extra exposure is just going to make it so anybody that you are connecting with, even if you don't talk to them for a year, it's going to be that much warmer of an interaction when you do get around to doing anything or have any desire to reach out to people, build relationships in that fashion in the future. So the lowest barrier to entry for that, as I mentioned before, is leaving commentary on other posts that are out there, but making your own unique post on it. If you want to get advanced with it, the ideal thing to do is post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, differentiate between text posts, use images in those posts, but then also do some video content as well. Not everybody's going to be as advanced at that, but LinkedIn is really changing their platform to be a more social media focused platform and building it for creators. LinkedIn's in a really great spot right now where there are more people consuming content, so viewing it rather than creating it. And what that allows for then is the LinkedIn algorithm really to give you a lot of preferential treatment if you are a creator, because there's a lack of people creating content. So LinkedIn really wants to reward the people that are doing that difficult thing because it helps their platform and it helps you. So I would strongly recommend, even if you start off just posting once a month, that is leaps and bounds above what majority of people are doing. So just to recap kind of the things that we've gone over, you want to make sure that your profile picture is good, your name looks normal, and your headline really isn't built for SEO. It's built for building relationships and isn't overtly spammy. Then you're going to want to be sending anywhere from 100 to 200 connection requests each and every week. Once a week goes by that you don't send connection requests out, that time is kind of lost and you can't really get it back. And then thirdly, you're going to want to post at a minimum once a month just to be getting some content out there and some exposure and some practice doing something that might leave you uncomfortable. And so that leads us to the last and final tip of what people are doing wrong, and that's not being consistent with the actions that they're taking on LinkedIn. Whether that's only hopping in once a week and not really doing anything more than that, or not even going on the platform on a monthly basis. Just getting in a routine and having some sort of consistency and some sort of easy to hit goals is really going to set you apart from the rest. And I know it seems simple just to send 100 to 200 connection requests, make one post a month, but you're going to be in the top 5%, if not higher, of LinkedIn users if you're able to do those actions. If you're able to do that for 6 months consistently and even 3 months consistently, you're going to have hundreds of new connections, hundreds of new relationships that you can cultivate in the future, as well as new eyeballs on your name, as well as the content that you're sharing with people. And it's just a way to start building up authority in your space, as well as the relationship component of everything. And it's going to really translate into your daily life and your everyday interactions with people as well. So hopefully this was a helpful video. I'll be making a lot more videos like this. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you found any value. I'll be posting a lot more content about LinkedIn and LinkedIn lead generation, and use that 60-day free trial in the comment or in the description below. If you want to learn more about Uptown Creation, you can go to uptowncreation.com, and you can even book a call with our team, and we'll go over your LinkedIn profile with you and give you some tips on how to get jump started. Until next time.